You were not your own. See, now you can't get conceited in it because you can get a big head puffed up and try holding yourself as such in a cocky way. And you say, whoa, you priceless, but you ain't your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies. Like you aren't your own. You priceless, but he bought you. He paid the price for you. You are now his. Now watch this because I'm going to get super personal with you here. This was the cry of my heart this week, right? I'm talking to God. I'm in my prayer time. Me and him, we in that secret place, right? And I'm crying out to him because I ain't even seen what God has promised my life. I have not seen it. I saw glimpses of it now. I saw some rubbing some sticks together, saw some smoke. I know some fire's close, right? But I ain't saw the fullness of it. And I told God, these are the words that come out my mind. You bought me at a price. Get your money's worth out me. Like literally, you aren't getting enough value from me. Why? Because you paid it all. I ain't giving enough. You ain't got your money's worth. Don't let me cheapen this. Don't let me treat cheap what you did for me. Don't let me sit back and get lazy on this. Get your money's worth out of me. I want to lay my life down for this. I want to give it all to this. I want to reach the ends of the earth with this. Why? Because you paid the price for me, and I want you to get the fullness thereof. And tell me that's not what Isaiah did when he was hearing God talk, and he says, who will go for us? And he had just been relieved of his sins by the hot coal that was in his mouth and stirred inside his heart because he saw something. That God valued him enough to cleanse him, to bring him into his presence and to his company. And then he heard the question, who will go for me? And Isaiah's like, listen, here I am, send me. Why? Get your money's worth out of me. And that should be all of our heart's cries. Because then God's got something to use. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got a heart of flame. He's got someone willing to lay it all down to be spent by God. To not cheapen this thing of grace that God has extended on us. To not cheapen the value of what he sees. But know that this is priceless and I'm going to give the full worth to God. I'm going to give everything. I ain't leaving it this side of heaven. Like let him have it all.